When people think about unimaginable wealth, private jets, luxury mansions, designer fashion, and a lifestyle reserved for the world's elite, one name consistently appears near the top of the list. Bernard Arnault, often referred to as the king of luxury, Arnault has built an empire that stretches across the globe and influences everything from fashion and jewelry to champagne and cosmetics. While many of the world's richest individuals earned their fortunes through technology, software, or finance, Bernard Arnault became one of the wealthiest people in history by mastering something entirely different. Luxury. His story is not simply about becoming rich, it is about understanding human desire, recognizing value where others saw risk, and building a collection of brands that symbolize status, elegance, and exclusivity. Today, his company controls some of the most prestigious names in the world, including Louis Vuitton, Dior, Tiffany Co, Bulgari, Sephora, Moët Hennessy, and dozens more. Together, these brands form a luxury empire unlike anything the world has ever seen. But long before private jets, billion-dollar acquisitions, and global influence, Bernard Arnault was simply a young boy growing up in northern France. Born on March 5, 1949, in Roubaix, France, he grew up in a family that valued hard work, discipline, and education. His father owned a successful construction company, providing Bernard with a comfortable upbringing, but comfort alone was never enough for him. From an early age, he displayed a sharp mind and a strong interest in mathematics, business, and problem-solving. As he grew older, Arnault attended one of France's most prestigious educational institutions, École Polytechnique. The school is known for producing some of the country's brightest minds, and Bernard quickly distinguished himself through his intelligence and determination. After completing his education, he joined the family construction business, where he began learning the realities of corporate management and investment. Most people would have been satisfied in inheriting a successful company. But Bernard Arnault saw a bigger future. He believed that true wealth came not just from building structures, but from building brands. This belief would eventually transform him from a successful businessman into a global icon of luxury. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, Arnault started making bold decisions that revealed his unique vision. While others focused on traditional industries, he began looking for opportunities in sectors with greater long-term potential. He understood something many investors overlooked. Products come and go, but great brands can last forever. His life changed dramatically when he discovered a struggling French textile company called Boussac Saint Frères. Most investors avoided the company because of its financial problems. To them, it looked like a failing business with little future. But Bernard Arnault saw something different. Hidden inside the company's portfolio, among its assets was one of the most famous luxury fashion houses in the world. Christian Dior. Arnault recognized that Dior possessed something far more valuable than factories or machinery. It had heritage, prestige, and global recognition. Using a combination of financing, partnerships, and strategic planning, he acquired control of the company. Once the acquisition was complete, he sold many of the less valuable assets and focused his attention almost entirely on Dior. That decision became one of the most important turning points in modern business history. By concentrating on luxury instead of textiles, Arnault positioned himself at the center of an industry with enormous growth potential. He realized that consumers were willing to pay extraordinary prices for products associated with excellence, craftsmanship, and status. While ordinary products competed on price, luxury products competed on desire. His next move would be even more ambitious. In 1987, two legendary companies merged to create a new luxury powerhouse. Louis Vuitton, famous for luxury luggage and leather goods, joined forces with Moët Hennessy, known for its premium champagne and cognac brands. Together, they formed LVMH. At first, the newly merged company faced internal conflicts and leadership struggles. Many executives disagreed about the future direction of the business. While others saw chaos, Bernard Arnault saw opportunity. Passively and strategically, he increased his ownership stake in the company. Through negotiations, investments, and careful planning, he eventually gained control of LVMH. What followed was one of the greatest business transformations ever witnessed. Arnault envisioned something no one else had attempted on such a scale. Rather than managing a single luxury brand, he would build an empire of luxury brands. Each company would maintain its own identity, heritage, and creative vision while benefiting from the resources and strength of a larger organization. It was a revolutionary concept. Many experts questioned whether so many luxury brands could coexist under one corporate umbrella. Arnault believed they could. More importantly, he believed they would thrive. Over the following decades, he embarked on an extraordinary acquisition campaign. One by one, prestigious brands joined the LVMH family. Fashion houses, jewelry companies, cosmetics businesses, watchmakers, and luxury retailers became part of his growing empire. With each acquisition, his influence expanded. The company acquired Givenchy, then Fendi, then Celine, then Bulgari, then Sephora. Later came one of the most significant acquisitions in luxury history, when LVMH purchased Tiffany Co. in a deal worth billions of dollars. Each acquisition strengthened the empire. Each acquisition increased the company's reach. Each acquisition moved Bernard Arnault closer to becoming one of the wealthiest individuals on earth. As his fortune grew, so did curiosity about his lifestyle. After all, what does life look like when your wealth reaches levels most people cannot even imagine? Unlike many billionaires who constantly seek media attention, Bernard Arnault maintains a relatively private image. He rarely engages in public displays of wealth and often avoids the celebrity culture embraced by some ultra-rich individuals. Yet his lifestyle remains extraordinary. He owns access to some of the world's most luxurious properties and travels with efficiency and privacy that only immense wealth can provide. His schedule often includes meetings in Paris, New York, London, Milan, and other major cities around the world. To manage such a global empire, private aviation becomes a necessity rather than a luxury. Time is one of the most valuable assets for someone overseeing a business empire worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Private jets allow Arnault to move quickly between continents, maximizing productivity and minimizing delays. His residences provide comfort, security, and privacy at the highest level. Located in prestigious areas, these properties offer everything one might expect from a member of the global elite. However, people who know Arnault often describe him not as extravagant, but as disciplined. Unlike some billionaires known for lavish parties and constant publicity, he is recognized for his focus on business, strategy, and performance. Even after reaching extraordinary levels of success, he continues to monitor operations closely and remains deeply involved in important decisions. One of the most fascinating aspects of Bernard Arnault's life is his passion for art. Over the years, he has assembled an impressive collection featuring works by some of the world's most celebrated artists. Art represents more than beauty to Arnault. It represents creativity, vision, and innovation. The same qualities he values in business. His commitment to culture is perhaps best illustrated by the Fondation Louis Vuitton in Paris. Designed by world-renowned architect Frank Gehry, the building has become one of the city's most iconic modern landmarks. The foundation hosts exhibitions, educational programs, and cultural events that attract visitors from around the world. It serves as both a symbol of artistic excellence and a reflection of Arnault's belief that creativity plays a vital role in society. His appreciation for art aligns perfectly with the luxury industry. Luxury products are not merely functional objects, they are expressions of craftsmanship, heritage, and imagination. Whether creating a handbag, a watch, a perfume, or a piece of jewelry, the goal is to produce something extraordinary. This philosophy has guided Arnault throughout his career. Another major aspect of his life involves family. Unlike some business leaders who keep family separate from corporate affairs, Bernard Arnault has gradually introduced his children into various leadership positions within the LVMH empire. His children have worked across different brands and business divisions, gaining valuable experience and learning the complexities of the luxury industry. Many observers view the Arnault family as one of the most influential business dynasties in the world. Questions about succession have become increasingly common as the company continues to grow. Who will eventually lead the empire? Which family member will take the reins? While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear: Arnault has invested significant effort in preparing the next generation. His children are expected to earn their positions through performance and competence, rather than inheritance alone. This approach helps maintain high standards throughout the organization and ensures that leadership remains focused on excellence. Despite his remarkable success, Bernard Arnault's journey has not been free from criticism. Some critics argue that luxury products are excessively expensive. Others question the concentration of wealth among billionaires. Like many powerful business leaders, Arnault has faced scrutiny regarding acquisitions, taxation, and corporate influence, yet criticism has done little to slow the growth of his empire. Luxury demand continues expanding across global markets. New generations of wealthy consumers continue purchasing premium products. Emerging economies create new opportunities for growth, and LVMH remains one of the most powerful companies in the luxury sector. Part of Arnault's success comes from his ability to think long-term. While many executives focus on quarterly profits, he often thinks decades ahead. Luxury brands can survive for centuries if managed properly. Their value depends not only on current performance but also on preserving heritage and prestige for future generations. This patience separates great business builders from ordinary managers. Arnault understands that true value takes time to create. The influence of his empire extends far beyond fashion. LVMH supports hundreds of thousands of jobs worldwide. Designers, artisans, craftsmen, marketers, retail employees, and executives all contribute to the success of the company's brands. The organization operates boutiques, workshops, offices, vineyards, factories, and distribution centers across numerous countries. Its impact reaches communities throughout Europe, Asia, North America, South America, the Middle East, and beyond. In many ways, Bernard Arnault transformed luxury from a niche market into a global phenomenon. His brands are recognized in nearly every corner of the world. Their products appear in movies, magazines, fashion shows, celebrity events, and social media content viewed by billions of people. They symbolize achievement, they symbolize status, they symbolize aspiration. For aspiring entrepreneurs, Arnault's story offers powerful lessons. He teaches the importance of recognizing hidden value. He demonstrates the power of patience. He proves that long-term thinking often produces greater rewards than short-term gains. Most importantly, he shows that extraordinary success is rarely built overnight. His empire emerged through decades of strategic decisions, calculated risks, and relentless focus. What makes Bernard Arnault particularly fascinating is that he built his fortune in an industry many people underestimated. While others chased technological revolutions, he focused on timeless human desires. People have always sought beauty, they have always valued craftsmanship, they have always wanted products that symbolize success and exclusivity. Arnault understood these desires better than almost anyone else. By combining business intelligence with artistic appreciation, he created one of the most successful corporate empires in modern history. Today, his influence extends beyond boardrooms and balance sheets. He has shaped global culture, he has transformed the luxury industry, he has redefined what it means to build a brand empire. His journey from a young engineer in France to one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet serves as a reminder that opportunity often hides where others fail to look. The story of Bernard Arnault is ultimately not just about money, it is about vision, it is about ambition, it is about recognizing value before anyone else can see it. And above all, it is about building a legacy that may continue influencing the world long after its creator is gone. That is the true story behind the trillionaire life of Bernard Arnault. A life defined not merely by wealth, but by the creation of an empire that changed the luxury world forever.